Hello, in this video we're going to talk about the Live Controller tab in the Raven live video switching platform, so let's just jump right into that. Alright, so I've loaded up my configuration in Raven. It's the same configuration that I've been using for these demonstration videos. And on the Live Controller tab, which is the tab you're probably going to be on during the course of your live event, this is what you're going to see before you started Raven up. To start the Raven mixer, it's as simple as pressing play. So as you can see immediately, we have a live video preview of our scene and what's going to be the output of Raven. Let's go ahead and start up this locomotive so there's something a little bit more interesting to watch. There, that's better. So as you can see, this screen displays which scene is active, and at the moment the scene that's named Worship is active. And then if we watch, we see what decisions the Raven mixer is making, with the most recent decision always displayed at the top of this log. So you can use this information to help understand what Raven is doing and why it's doing it, and use it to tweak and troubleshoot things. Tweak things like the timing parameters of a particular video feed in one of your scenes. Like maybe you want it to stay on one camera for a little bit longer sometimes, then you might want to bump up the minimum duration value of that camera in that scene. But anyway, it'll tell you exactly what it's doing on the screen here so you can see how it's making its decisions in real time. If I want to change to a different scene, then I can do so simply by clicking on it. Now, if I pick a scene that has an input in it defined as main that Raven is not currently talking to, then there might be a little bit of a delay before it switches to that scene, because Raven will have to start up that input first and then switch to it. So in this wide shot only scene, I only have this one camera view defined. That's it. So it's not going to be switching around between different sources, and it's not going to be overlaying any lyrics or anything like that. So I'm going to switch back to the worship scene. And we'll see, boom, there it is. There's my overlaid lyrics, and now we're going back and forth between a few different cameras. Now, something else you notice here, auto. This is very, very cool, because this is what really makes Raven magical, in my opinion. When you engage auto, that enables all of these rules. And all of the rules are things that I've already defined in my configuration that are rules regarding telling Raven to listen to different audio inputs and then make decisions based on the signal strength of those various inputs. And I'll get into how that works in a different video about rule-based automation in Raven to automate scene transition changes. But just so that you understand how it looks here on the Live Controller tab, because I'm in the worship scene and auto scene change is enabled, then the two rules that Raven is using to determine what to go to away from the worship scene would be these two rules, worship to wide and worship to sermon. So they're displayed in a different color than the remaining rules. The remaining rules are not relevant right now because they are all sourced from a different scene. So at the moment, Raven is listening to those different rules, and I can enable and disable individual rules, or I can enable or disable auto scene changes overall. So if I want to just disable one of these rules, I can do so here on this Live Controller tab, or if I want to disable auto scene change altogether, then I can do that here as well. Now what you will notice is that when auto scene change is enabled and you manually click on a different scene, auto scene change is automatically disabled because it realized, oh, you're taking manual control. You must want to control what the mixer is doing. So it will not go back to doing auto scene changes until you re-engage that. And then it does. So anyway, that's kind of an overview of how you use the Live Controller tab in Raven. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.